Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I was thinking the other day about all the people that's upset about you know freaking the I'm just wondering if we all should just well, what I'm trying to think, I got in front of this camera and I forgot what I was wanting to talk about. But what I wanted to talk about was the fact that um, maybe it's time to get a freaking Steam Deck, because the Steam Deck is like a mini PC. You know what I mean? So if you really want to really dive into playing, something that's like a mini computer or something like that, the Steam Deck would be like the ultimate thing to get to me. Because for me, I would I would get a Steam Deck depending on, you know, it depends on how much I want to actually, play. I don't play games that much, but I do play games that much. And like when I play different games, I always use the controller. But when you play something, you're you're always like, you're always like, I don't know. It's like you try to get used to the your controller, because the games that you played before, the controller is much different. You know what I mean? So anyway, this is just a short, you know, video. The reason why I bring this up is because I think that it looks like to me that the switch would be a better option to play, due to the fact that after I played Astrobot, I enjoyed that game so much. And there's so many games, you folks out there that I'm just talking to, that I enjoy a lot. And I so love, and I'm telling you the truth, I so love these old games. And so I guess my point is that it really didn't upset me that Sony announced that PS5 Pro for $700. And I don't really think they ought to bring out a PS6 until, like, this is 2024. PS5 Pro is coming out in what, October or something like that, November. So my biggest thing is, if it's coming out, if it's coming out like, if it's coming out like, if it's coming out like November, right? Let's just say it's coming out in November of 2024, right? Then I don't think that's 2024 of November. And then you got the PS5 I got, which is over there. You guys see it in the screen. I love that thing. I think it's a great piece of hardware. I also love my Xbox, Series X. I like my Xbox Scorpio. And I love playing Resistance, baby. But anyway, uh, I was just kind of surprised how everybody got upset and all these videos went up about, I don't know, about everybody's upset about the PS5 Pro. Here's the thing about the PS5 Pro. I think that it's not a big deal for me, because I just don't think it is. I already have my PS5. And I'm telling you right now, the developers that's making all these games, they're still trying to, they're still trying to, like, get games tweaked in for this new hardware, which is the PS5. And I know that by the time the PS5 Pro comes out, and it's just for me talking. This is for me just for me talking. Yeah, that's right. I was waiting on your ass. That's why I knew you'd come out. Fix you coming out like that. Anyway, I'm just talking on time. I gotta think, man. I ain't throwing up no video about no PS5 Pro, because I ain't. What I'm throwing up a video about is the fact that my Switch just looks a little bit more. I love my Switch, by the way. It just looks a little bit more attractive. So if I was to like decide to get a new piece of hardware, due to the fact that I already have my PS5 Pro, I really like my PS5. I like my PS5. So I don't really have an issue with. I think here's the thing. I think if you was wanting to get a PS5 Pro just because you have not dabbled in getting the first one because you don't really want it because you don't think it's worth getting, but then you decide to go out and get one, then I think you should go ahead and get the PS5 Pro. But the problem is the PS5 and the Xbox Series X is not going down in price, and they also are bringing they jacked up the price on the controllers like $5 or $6 I'm hearing. They jacked up the price of Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5, which I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It don't stuff like that don't bother me because, man, I ain't lying. I just after playing Astro Bite, I guess what I'm trying to say is, oh, you better get out of here. You better get out of here. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Oh, man, Vic, you and this damn controller. See, that's the thing about playing a game and then you put on the controller and then you can't get used to them. Oh, anyway. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is this. For me, it didn't bother me. I know all those videos went up about the PS5 Pro, and I'm like, man, you guys should have known it was going to go up like that. And for me, too, I'm going to be honest. I'm just saying, and I know this could be rude. The Steam Deck looks very attractive to me, even if I was to buy one, because I've been reading reviews. They said it's almost like a little mini PC. And I said earlier that it looks like to me, with the way Astrobot was and how much I enjoyed it and how much it felt like old school PlayStation, which they used to make fun games like that back in the day. And they're sitting on a library of games that a lot of people out there want them to bring back, and all those. A lot of people talk about Bloodborne. A lot of people, I talk about Resistance. I hear about Sly Cooper. I hear about, some guy told me about another game that he liked. I can't think of the name. He said it was a silly game, but he said he liked it. Ryan is 38, and so I was like, I never heard that game, Ryan. So what I'm saying is that I thank God that I got all these old systems hanging around. A lot of y'all folks out there traded in a lot of y'all stuff and getting these new hardware. And some of y'all out there that I talked to on the comments, some of y'all still got your PlayStation 1 or whatever. But I think what I'm trying to say is this. It's just that it didn't bother me that thing is $700. It can be $700 all in one. I already have my PlayStation 5. I already have my Xbox Series X. I bought it, and I'm glad I got it. And I'm not upset about there ain't that many games, because eventually those games will come out. Those games will come out. They will come out, and they will come out eventually, and you'll have your system sitting there, and you'll be like, oh God, I'm glad I bought this system, man. I'm glad I got this game, man. I'm glad I kept this. Yeah, you guys are always lighting me up, man. Get out of here. Come on, man. Get out of here. Come on, man. Come on, man. Why is it that you can't get through this one little ass level, big? But anyway, I just, I don't know, man. Everybody getting all upset about that. Half the people that are upset about the PS5 Pro, they already got a PS5 sitting in there. And I'm going to tell you this straight up. They'll sit back and tell you all this stuff, and I bet you $5 some of them end up buying that. I bought this because this is my job. This ain't my job because I already got a job. And when I don't get to work overtime, I'm a little upset. When my job says, hey, you want to work over? I'm like, hell yeah, or heck yeah, and I work overtime. So I make money. I make a lot, good money. Some of y'all know what making money like that is, because some of y'all work in the factory like me. Y'all just a regular person that's got a job. But I don't know, man. I just think the Steam Deck just sounds so much attractive. It just seems more attractive now, because always been interested in, PC, right? So, they said it's almost like having mini. It's like the Steam Deck's almost like holding a mini PC. They said, you know, but yeah, sure, you won't be able to do a graphics card thing, and sure, probably after a couple years it'll look. But I don't know, man. That bothers me too because I just feel like, man, I feel like every time people say that, I'm like, okay, so you always say that, but like when I'm looking at these graphics don't bother me. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to come up with. Yeah, a lot of people out there was always talking about frame drops and 30 FPS and 60 frames per second, and I talked to this engineer, and you guys heard me talk about this guy. I walked up to Adam. I told him about the price of the PS5 Pro. And he said, "Well, people need to start voting with their wallets." And he said, "If you don't like it, don't buy it." And here's the thing: they'll say all that, but somehow, some way, man, I bet you $5, man, that PS5 Pro will probably end up selling out. Scalpers ain't gonna buy that much because they don't want to be stuck with that big thing. So I guess what I'm saying is that, like Adam said, he's an engineer. He's 37 or something like that. He was like, because he was telling me, he said people need to start voting with their wallets. He goes, man, he said life is already depressing. He said if Sony just stopped making all these deep Hollywood, like these Hollywood like games and all these deep story-driven games and spending 6, 7 years uh, trying to beat, make all these games. Golly, Vic, what's going on with you, man? How come you just can't simply just like get out of the way? It's because of these controls. Golly, dude, just where's your grenades at and stuff, man? Throw a grenade, man. Anyway, I'm just rambling here. I was just looking at all those videos and seeing everybody upset, and I'm sitting there going, well, I got the PS5. And then Adam, the engineer, said he's got a PS5. He goes, man, he said, look, developers are still making games and trying to tweak. I'm telling you, man, next couple of years, man, or year or so, man, they bring out a game. You pop that bad boy in your PS5, and it's gonna look real good. You ain't gonna need that. That's just somebody that's got some money. They just want to spend money on stuff. You know what I mean? So that's just my opinion on that. But I'm gonna hurry up with this. All I'm saying is that the Steam Deck sounds more. The reason why I'm talking loud because I'm trying to get myself figure out how come I'm not doing. Ooh, good idea, Vic. Let's put that down. Let's put that down. And next time y'all's ass come running down here, I'll make sure y'all get got. Okay, let's see what we have. Yeah. Now come down here, running down here, trying to knock me off. See what happens the next time. Let me get up there so I don't do one there. Alright, now let's see what happens. Okay, now let's see what happens here. Alright, that's enough, Vic. No, I didn't want to do that, you big dummy. Hey, man, come on, man. Anyway, as I was trying to say is that I think bottom line is that I realize how much I'm glad I got the Switch because Nintendo, they're all about making good games. They're all about making fun games. I can't concentrate because I'm just constantly trying to figure out how to do this, and every time I talk, I'm like, so. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's see. So anyway, that's all I had to say about that. I'm just saying that I'm just kind of glad now that I got my Switch, and that Switch 2 sounds very attractive, and the Steam Deck sounds pretty cool because the Steam Deck would be more of a mini computer. So that way I know I'd just be, just like cool. That is the dumbest thing, Vic, you have ever. God, I don't understand you. You just took out all your stuff. Anyway, I think the Steam Deck is what I'm going to end up going towards. And Oh, now they ain't coming out. What the hell's going on? All right, now, big steak. All right, turn around. Turn around and run. All right, you can run now. That way you get them coming down this way and blow them all up. Hurry up before you get got. And you die. Anyway, I can't concentrate and talk at the same time. This game, I want to beat this game so I can put in LA, that new LA game. It's one where they're gangsters and driving around. I got that game brand new. I want to try to beat this game and get into it. Bottom line is this. After I heard all that, it don't matter to me about that PS5 Pro. Have at it, because I got my PS5 and I got my Xbox Series X, and it don't seem like they ain't gonna drop the price. Don't seem. I heard that they're gonna be doing a lot of stuff like I don't know. See, that's what you get for not playing these games, because you just some reason. Okay, how do you switch? There you go. There you switch right there. My God, boy. All right, let's see. I think that's the one I like. All right, let's go with it. Nope. But I do have it down there. Yes. So, to sum it up. Since I've seen this all online, everybody's all super upset. The Steam Deck OLED sounds pretty good if I was to buy a new piece of hardware. It's like having a mini PC. And then if I wanted to, since Nintendo's the only company that's got halfway decent sense and got a good head on their shoulders and sticking to what's working, and there's a lot of people that wants to still have fun and play fun video games, they're sticking to what works for them. Sony is trying to make these big Hollywood, super high production, depressing ass stories, man, and open world, where some of us really want to just have fun and play games like the one they just put out called Astrobot. But they refuse to do that. Phew, now I got it out. So, since they want to do that and all that, I'm not tripping on no daggone $700 because I already got my systems in the house. What I'm saying is that the Steam Deck sounds more attractive, and the Steam Deck sounds more attractive because it's like having a mini held PC. And then I already got the Switch, which I don't play that much, but since Sony just hell bent on, and here's the thing. I also think that a lot of times people were so into the frame rates and the 60 FPS and all this, Sony just said, all right, we're going to give you what you want. We're going to give you what you want. So we're going to give you all these, we're going to give you all these, we're going to give you all this high fidelity, and look at the graphics, and you can see the grass and all that kind of stuff. Some of us don't really care about that stuff, man. I know you guys are watching me saying, man, this dude sucks. But actually, I'm talking and trying to play this game at the same time, and it just ain't happening. I just thought I'd share this with you. And I really want y'all to get through this last level. This is the very last level right here. But anyway, that's all I'm saying. Bottom line is, I just feel like everybody's been on this 60 frames per second and the fidelity and all that kind of stuff. I can't use all that high talking stuff like that. Where I did have people on my, comments say, well, I would want that if I'm going to pay that much money. I get it. Yes, I get it. But then a lot of y'all out there are still playing a lot of old games out there. And I mean, look at this. I ain't worried about I'm looking at this right now, and I'm sitting there going, oh, man, the frame rates and the 60 FPS is, look at the shadows over there, man. I can barely see that. This game looks awesome to me. And this game is super, super old. I don't understand, man. Like I said, it didn't bother me when that came up, because I still say people's going to buy that game. And I still say some of them YouTubers that sit there and said that you shouldn't buy that game, I bet you $5 some of them going to end up buying that game and talk about, I was wrong about the PS5 Pro. I was wrong about this. And look at this. I'm telling you, man, like Adam said, he's an engineer. He said, vote with your wallet. That's what you should do, vote with your wallet. But like I said, what's the point, man? I already got I got my PS5, I got my PS4 Pro, I got my Xbox Series X, I got my Switch. Now the Switch sounds just so much more funner to me now because they make fun games. They stick to what works. Sony refused to dig in their big ass library and go and make some really good games. It just doesn't make sense to me. They know they're sitting on cash. There's people that's 30 and 40 years old, man, that wants those games to come back. And if they would just simply make it, they don't have to make all these super big, large open world games, man, and telling all these depressing stories. A lot of us just want to have fun. A lot of us just want to have fun. Hey, man, I thought I had them that time. But anyway, you guys, I'm gonna leave you on that. It's just that I guess the point I'm making is that since they're asking $700 for a mid-gen, and here's some YouTubers said if they'd have said 600 and let's say this is gonna cost you $600 and we're gonna throw this game in there. They could have threw a game in there that was specifically made for the PS5 Pro just to show you the power of it. It didn't even have to be a super 7-year making game that they spend 7 years on throwing all their eggs in one basket and then hoping it'll sell. They need to go back to making those fun games like Nintendo Switch. So what I'm saying is that I know I'm rambling. It's just that I don't know. It didn't bother me that much because, like I said, I got all my toys sitting in right here. I got my Xbox 360. I got my PlayStation 4 Pro. I got my Xbox Scorpio. I got my Xbox Series X. I got my Switch. I got my PlayStation 5. I love all my systems, man. I love the games that I have. That $700 price point didn't bother me one bit. It'd be funny if the thing didn't sell. Then maybe they'd take a... But see, what gets me, everybody complains, but then they end up selling those things out. But I don't know, that's just me. I did realize that if I want to play something that... What I do like is if I play something that is like... I don't want no PC. I don't have enough room. To be honest, I just don't want no PC. So... if I want to get the best thing for me to do, if I want to widen my horizon, just go out and get me a Steam Deck OLED, or just wait till another new Steam Deck, because they're going to upgrade it pretty soon, and they're going out with a Switch 2. I don't see the point of me getting a Switch 2 because I barely play the Switch I got, even though I'm gonna play Luigi's Mansion because it's getting Halloween time. But anyway, you guys, that's all I got. I just thought I'd share that with you. I'm not complaining about that $700 because I like my PS5 Pro. I like my Xbox 360. I like my PlayStation 4 Pro. I like my Xbox Scorpio. I like my PlayStation 3. I like my Xbox Series X. I could care less about that PS5 Pro. I mean, God, there's so many games out there that you can play, man. I just like this game. And then LA Noire, whatever that game is, I want to put that in after I beat this last level I'm stuck on. Anyway, you guys, I hope you guys have a good Saturday. God bless, and I hope this made sense what I said. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.